The inner child represents our childhood experiences and emotions, shaping who we become as adults. Inner child trauma refers to unresolved emotional wounds from childhood, stemming from abuse, neglect, or emotional invalidation. These wounds often remain buried, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. The impact of inner child trauma is far-reaching, affecting relationships, careers, and self-worth. Recognizing our past helps us heal and create a brighter future. Inner child trauma manifests in adulthood as low self-esteem, trust issues, and anxiety. Unresolved trauma can lead to self-destructive behaviors like substance abuse or perfectionism. Physical symptoms like chronic pain or autoimmune disorders may also arise. Understanding these patterns helps us unravel how our past influences are present. By recognizing these behaviors, we pave the way for healing and growth. Healing inner child trauma is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It's about offering ourselves the love and validation we missed during childhood. Through therapeutic techniques, we can process past pain and reparent our inner child. This journey is about reclaiming our power and stepping into our true selves. With courage and support, healing is possible. Childhood trauma casts long shadows into adulthood, shaping our beliefs and behaviors. We might repeat past trauma dynamics, seeking to heal old wounds. Without awareness, these cycles perpetuate pain. Trauma impacts careers and aspirations, leading to fear of failure or overachievement. Recognizing these patterns helps us transcend limitations. Childhood trauma distorts our sense of self, creating a harsh inner critic. We might seek approval while fearing vulnerability, hindering genuine connections. Trust becomes fragile, and we build walls around our hearts. This emotional guardedness leads to loneliness and disconnection. Healing involves embracing our worthiness and forming authentic connections. Unresolved trauma manifests as self-sabotaging behaviors like procrastination or perfectionism. We might stay in unhealthy relationships or prioritize others' needs over our own. These patterns lead to burnout and diminished self-worth. Trauma-rooted beliefs prevent us from living full lives. Recognizing and addressing these behaviors helps us reclaim our potential. Deep within every wounded child is a yearning for connection and love. Healing involves reclaiming our authentic selves and embracing our worthiness. Through therapy and self-compassion, we can heal past wounds. The journey to healing is challenging but worthwhile. Let's embark on this transformative path together. Healing inner child trauma requires creating a nurturing internal space. This sanctuary is an environment of compassion and acceptance. Acknowledge your inner child and offer them love and care. Practices like yoga, mindful breathing, and nature can foster well-being. Cultivate a gentle approach to healing, recognizing it's a process. Establish a foundation of safety and support before exploring your past. Seek guidance from a trauma-informed therapist. Journaling and mindfulness practices can aid in self-discovery and healing. Consistency in these practices builds inner peace and resilience. Guided meditations for inner child healing are widely available. Acknowledge and validate the pain of your past to heal. Approach your inner child with gentleness and listen to their story. Validate their feelings and let them know their voice matters. Create a safe space for your inner child to feel seen and understood. Discover the wisdom and resilience within your wounded child. Healing is about integrating our experiences with compassion. Be fully present with yourself, allowing emotions to be felt. Observe thoughts and feelings without judgment. Cultivate inner peace by recognizing thoughts and feelings as temporary. This sense of grounded presence is always available. Develop awareness of emotional triggers on your healing journey. Triggers are remnants of past pain that can hijack our emotions. Recognizing triggers helps us understand present-day reactions. Common triggers include people, places, or sensory experiences. Awareness of triggers allows us to navigate them with greater choice. While our conscious minds may struggle to recall the specifics of childhood trauma, our bodies hold on to these memories with unwavering fidelity. Trauma is not just a psychological experience. It's deeply embodied, etched into the very fabric of our being. Our bodies remember what our minds may have tried to forget. This somatic memory can manifest in various ways: chronic pain, digestive issues, sleep disturbances, or a constant sense of unease. We might find ourselves feeling chronically tense, our muscles perpetually braced for danger, even in seemingly safe situations. These physical sensations, often dismissed or misunderstood, are valuable messengers, offering clues to the unresolved pain we carry within. Learning to listen to our bodies is an essential aspect of healing inner child trauma. By paying attention to our physical sensations, we gain access to a wealth of information about our emotional state. We might notice a tightness in our chests when we encounter a particular person, or a fluttering in our stomachs when we're about to speak up for ourselves. These bodily sensations, often subtle, are like whispers from our inner child, guiding us towards healing. Emotional flashbacks are like sudden and intense surges of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, often disproportionate to the present situation. These flashbacks are echoes of past trauma, moments when our nervous systems revert to a state of fight, flight, or freeze, as if the danger were still present. During an emotional flashback, we might experience a wave of intense fear, anger, shame, or sadness that seems to wash over us without warning. Our thoughts and behaviors might regress to a younger version of ourselves, the part of us that learned to cope with trauma in whatever way they could. We might find ourselves reacting impulsively, withdrawing from loved ones, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. Navigating emotional flashbacks requires compassion, patience, and a willingness to approach these experiences with curiosity rather than judgment. It's essential to remember that these flashbacks are not signs of weakness or failure, but rather evidence of our innate resilience. They are opportunities to offer ourselves the same love and care we would offer a frightened child. As we delve deeper into the process of healing inner child trauma, it's natural to experience periods of discomfort, even resistance. This discomfort is not a sign that we're doing something wrong. Rather, it's an indication that we're moving in the right direction. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance training, our capacity for healing expands when we gently lean into our discomfort. We might find ourselves wanting to avoid certain memories, to numb out the pain, or to cling to familiar patterns, even if those patterns are no longer serving us. This resistance, while understandable, is often a protective mechanism, a way of shielding ourselves from further pain. However, true healing requires us to move through the discomfort, not around it. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. With each step you take towards healing, you reclaim your power, your voice, and your birthright to live a life filled with joy, authenticity, and deep, meaningful connections. Connecting with our inner child can feel daunting, especially when that child carries unresolved trauma. Approach this inner child with gentleness, patience, and understanding. Imagine yourself as a loving parent figure, reaching out to a hurt child. Find a quiet space to connect with yourself without distractions. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and relax. Visualize your inner child at the age of the trauma. Observe them with love and curiosity, acknowledging their pain. Often, the most profound healing occurs when we give voice to the unspoken, allowing our inner child to share their story without fear of judgment or rejection. Imagine sitting down with your inner child in a safe and comforting space. Perhaps it's a cozy room filled with soft blankets and pillows, a sunny spot in a garden, or a peaceful beach with the sound of waves crashing gently on the shore. Create a space where they feel seen, heard, and understood. You might begin by asking them, your younger self, Simple, open-ended questions, such as, "What are you feeling?" or "What do you need me to know?" Listen with your heart, not just your ears, paying attention to their words, their tone, and their body language. Allow them to express their pain, their fear, their anger, or any other emotions that surface. Avoid interrupting, offering solutions, or trying to fix their feelings. Simply be present with them, offering your undivided attention and unconditional love. Remember, the goal is not to change the past, but to create a space where your inner child feels safe enough to finally share their truth. One of the most powerful gifts we can offer our inner child is validation. Validation is about acknowledging and accepting the validity of our inner child's experiences and emotions, even if those experiences were painful or difficult to process. When we validate our inner child, we communicate that their feelings matter, that their pain is real, and that they are not alone. This validation can be incredibly healing, offering a sense of relief and release that may have been elusive for years. It can help to soothe old wounds, reduce shame and self-blame, and foster a deeper sense of self-acceptance. To validate your inner child, reflect back to them what you've heard, using phrases such as, "It sounds like that was really scary for you," or "I understand why you felt so hurt and angry." Avoid minimizing their experiences or offering unsolicited advice. Instead, simply acknowledge their pain, their fear, and their confusion. Let them know that their feelings are understandable, given what they experienced. Remember, validation is not about condoning or excusing the actions of others. It's about offering compassion and understanding to the part of ourselves that was hurt. Connecting with and validating our inner child's pain can be emotionally challenging. We might find ourselves feeling overwhelmed by sadness, anger, or grief. It's essential to approach this process with self-compassion, recognizing that healing takes time and that it's okay to feel these difficult emotions. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend going through a difficult time. Avoid self-criticism or judgment for any pain that surfaces. Remember, you are not to blame for the trauma you experienced as a child. However, you have the power to choose healing and to offer yourself the love and compassion you deserve. As you engage in this process, be patient with yourself. Healing is not a linear journey. There may be days when you feel strong and empowered, and others when the pain feels overwhelming. Allow yourself to feel whatever arises without judgment, and remember that you are not alone. With courage, compassion, and the support of those who care, you can heal the wounds of your past and create a brighter, more fulfilling future. Holding on to suppressed emotions is like carrying a heavy weight on our shoulders, draining our energy and dimming our inner light. Releasing these pent-up emotions is an essential step in healing inner child trauma, allowing us to reclaim our power, our joy, and our capacity for authentic living. Imagine those suppressed emotions as balloons filled with heavy sand, weighing you down and preventing you from soaring to your full potential. Releasing these emotions is like untying the strings of those balloons, one by one, watching as they float away, carrying their burdens with them. This process of release is not about forgetting the past, but rather about freeing ourselves from its grip, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart and a renewed sense of hope. Remember, releasing suppressed emotions is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage and self-love. It's about honoring the truth of our experiences and allowing ourselves to heal. As we release what no longer serves us, we create space for joy, peace, and authentic self-expression to emerge. Journaling offers a safe and powerful outlet for expressing and reconciling with suppressed emotions. It's like having a private conversation with your inner child, a space where you can be completely honest and upfront. Through journaling, you can understand emotional triggers, process memories, and cultivate self-compassion. Set aside dedicated time each day for journaling. Find a quiet space where you can write freely without distractions. Don't worry about grammar or spelling. Let your thoughts flow. You might write a letter to your inner child, expressing love and support, or imagine your inner child writing back, sharing their fears and hopes. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that surface. Don't judge yourself. Simply acknowledge and accept whatever arises. Use prompts to guide your writing, such as, what am I feeling right now? What is my inner child trying to tell me? What do I need to release in order to heal? Remember, journaling is a journey of self-discovery. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Trust the process and allow yourself to be surprised by what emerges. Trauma is not just a mental or emotional experience. It's deeply embedded in our bodies. When we experience trauma, our nervous systems go into survival mode, releasing a surge of hormones that prepare us to fight, flee, or freeze. If this trauma remains unresolved, our bodies can get stuck in this heightened state of arousal, leading to chronic stress, anxiety, and physical ailments. Somatic healing practices offer gentle and effective ways to release this trapped trauma from the body, restoring a sense of safety, calm, and well-being. Movement modalities like yoga, Tai Chi, or Qigong can help to release muscular tension, improve circulation, and calm the nervous system. These practices often incorporate mindful breathing techniques, which can further soothe the nervous system and promote relaxation. Other somatic healing modalities, such as somatic experiencing or trauma-sensitive yoga, focus on helping individuals develop a deeper awareness of their bodily sensations, allowing them to gently process and release traumatic memories stored within the body. These practices emphasize a compassionate and gradual approach to healing, honoring the body's innate wisdom and capacity for self-repair. Remember, healing is not a race. It's a journey of self-discovery and reconnection with your mind and body. The power of ritual symbolic acts of release. Rituals have been used for centuries to mark significant life transitions, to honor losses, and to facilitate healing. Creating a ritual for releasing suppressed emotions can be powerful. These rituals can be simple or elaborate, depending on your preferences. Write down emotions you wish to release and burn them, watching as the flames transform your pain into ash. Or, gather objects from nature and release them into a flowing body of water. Visualize those emotions being carried away, freeing you from their grip. Create a sacred space to meditate, journal, or sit in stillness. Light candles, diffuse essential oils, or play soothing music. The most important aspect of any ritual is the intention you bring to it. Fully feel the emotions you are letting go of, and visualize yourself free, ready to embrace a brighter future. Reparenting your inner child, a legacy of love. You have the power to become the loving and supportive parent your inner child always needed. It's about offering yourself the unconditional love, acceptance, and guidance that were missing during childhood. Imagine traveling back in time to meet your younger self at the moment of their pain. Picture yourself scooping that child into your arms, offering words of comfort and reassurance. Let your inner child know they are safe now, loved unconditionally, and you will always be there for them. Note, there is a wonderful hypnosis protocol called Regression to Cause that will take you on a deep, metaphorical journey into your past to heal your younger you. Rewriting or flipping the script, from limiting beliefs to empowering truths. Childhood trauma often leaves us with deep-seated limiting beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. These beliefs, formed during our most vulnerable years, can shape our perceptions, influence our choices, and sabotage our happiness if left unexamined. Reconciling, transforming, and transcending limiting beliefs is essential to breaking free from the chains of the past and embracing a brighter future at the present moment resort. Begin by identifying the negative beliefs that dominate your inner dialogue. These might include thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, or I'm destined to repeat the mistakes of my past. Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? Often you'll find that these limiting beliefs are based on distorted perceptions or outdated information from childhood. Now replace these negative thoughts with empowering affirmations that reflect your true worth and potential. Affirmational questions like, why does God or the universe show me more each day that I am worthy of love? Or that I am capable of achieving my dreams and more, I am stronger and more resilient. This will help you to reprogram your subconscious mind, creating a more positive and self-affirming inner dialogue. The journey continues, nurturing your inner garden. Healing inner child trauma is an ongoing journey of self-discovery, compassion, and growth. Just as a garden requires constant tending, our inner world needs consistent nurturing. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your life. Engage in practices that nourish your soul and bring you joy. Whether it's spending time in nature, expressing yourself creatively, or connecting with loved ones, it is vital to make time for activities that replenish your spirit. Do your happy habits daily, honoring and loving your inner child. Check for live healing group events/Zoom sessions in the Seeds section of this app. If you need more personal help, please check out the So Happiness database of practitioners in the Toolshed portion of this app. You will find qualified professionals to guide you further on your path to healing your inner child.